Guys, can we hang out?
Yes, I need to spill everything.
Okay, come over.
Roma, my friend আসছে।
So this episode is for the girls. কারণ last টাতে we went একটু deep and intense topic এ. So এটা we're gonna keep it very light-hearted and chill. And I think যে a canon event in every girl's life is planning out their whole wedding from start to finish, even when realistically you're not getting married anytime soon. So I thought this
Yeah.
would be like a good time for us to just talk about আমাদের vision, আমাদের প্রত্যেকজনের wedding এ, how we want it to go, and things like that. So, Jerfa, why don't you get us started?
Fine. But you know what? Before I start, I would like to point out that a episode probably you will be hearing me yap a lot because I've been threatened by these other two people to talk more. Okay. So speaking about weddings, I think at this point everyone who knows me knows that our wedding dress is gonna be pink. Like hands down, our main event it will be pink. And to be honest, I've also picked out our location. And it's gonna be. Do you know Camp Matita?
No?
Yeah.
But you've never heard of Camp Matita?
কোথায় এটা মালয়েশিয়া?
Chittagong.
Who?
Chittagong.
Oh,
হ্যাঁ, Chittagong. But আমি এই ইনফোটা জানতাম না এটা Chittagong এ. And then recently I learned যে এটা Chittagong এ. So it's like, okay, আর কি Chittagong এ হয়তো বা বিয়েটা হবে এখন।
তুমি কি চাঁদগাঁইয়াকে বিয়ে করতে চাও?
Nah, but like, it's gonna be like a fun road trip, like একটা bridegroom হবে, like একটা bride bus হবে, একটা groom bus হবে, then we will all go road trip করতে করতে। তারপর একটা old bus হবে, like বুড়া মানুষের জন্য, right?
That's
Like,
oddly
Very
specific.
strange.
That's oddly specific. Also, now that I hear Jennifer plan gula, I wanna say je how similar my planning is to hers. Because all my life I've always wanted to book out a resort for my thing, not Camp Matita to be specific. But there's another one near Dhaka, Gajipure.
You guys really want to have your wedding বাংলাদেশে? See, এখানে না আমার একটু একটা ইস্যু আছে
who's gonna
কারণ
fly out অন্য দেশে to like, go? এটা কি তুমি খরচ
তুমি আমার
দিবা?
বিয়েতে
তুমি দিলে
you're not
I'm
gonna
okay.
listen. I am okay. This is what I was gonna say. The reason why I don't want to have it in Bangladesh is because I just want to have a very small wedding, and by small I mean I'm thinking 150 জন max, 75 for each side, you know? And the reason is I just don't want to spend like a lot of money বিয়ের পিছনে একটা একদিনের ইভেন্টের পিছনে এত টাকা খরচ করব
Wait,
sure we can
wait,
have
wait. একদিনের event মানে বুঝলাম না। What about হলুদ, সঙ্গীত টাইপের and like মেহেদি and all?
Or white wedding hobe. You're not getting it. Oh, white wedding করবে। একটু তো whitewash, মেয়েটা whitewash. আমেরিকা গিয়ে whitewash হয়ে গেছে।
It's not that. It's just দেখো তুমি তোমার বিয়েতে সঙ্গীত কইরো আমার পক্ষ থেকে তুমি নেচে ফেলো বাট ইটস জাস্ট আমি আমার বিয়েতে আমি পারলে এটা একদিনের মধ্যে কম্প্রেস করব বাট রিয়েলিস্টিকলি আই থিঙ্ক 2 দিন হবে এন্ড হোয়াট আই মিন বাই দ্যাট ইজ প্রথম দিন ভাবো নিকা এন্ড দ্যাট উইল বি জাস্ট বিটুইন মি আমার একদম ইমিডিয়েট ফ্যামিলি লাইক আমার মা ভাই মনে হয় আর আমার বরের একদম ইমিডিয়েট ফ্যামিলি এন্ড অবভিয়াসলি আমার
Hello?
মেড অফ অনার
Hi?
এন্ড স্টাফ ওইটাই you know like my
আমাদের মসজিদে ঢুকতে দিবে না, আমাদের মসজিদের বাইরে থেকে তাড়া দিবেও।
তারপর মেবি দ্য নেক্সট ডে রাতের বেলায় there will be the reception ওই 150 জনের এখন আমি পারলে একই দিনে নিকা আর রিসেপশন করতাম বাট একটু আমিও তো একটু আউটফিট চেঞ্জ চাই মেকআপ চেঞ্জ চাই সো আই থিঙ্ক দ্যাটস নট ফিজিবল
বিয়েটা না করলেও কিন্তু হতো নুমা।
হ্যাঁ, পরে দেখবো ওর 150 ওখান থেকে আমাদেরকে শর্টলিস্ট করে বের।
আহা বাবা দেখো আমার এমনিতেই ফ্রেন্ড নাই আমার সিঙ্গল ডিজিটস এসব ফ্রেন্ড গুলা সো ইউ গাইজ অটোমেটিকলি আর মেকিং দ্য কাট
এরকম কথা থাকবেও না।
শুনো my question is who will be my maid of honor? Now that is something to personally see. I think আমার না অনেক candidates আছে for that position. So I think the only fair way of doing it is whoever my guy
Please,
is.
আরেকটা।
ওই ছেলেটার সাথে আমি যখন একসাথে like when our relationship happens and everything, the person that I confide in the most about my relationship, that person will be my maid of honor.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Whoever is gonna play with your delusion more.
This is such a fucked up idea. I feel like আমার আইডিয়াটা is way, 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 way better. You know what? বলি আমি, হ্যাঁ। So আমার অনেকগুলা না, মানে বিয়ে তো হবে। তারপরে হলুদ হবে, and then তারপরে reception হবে, then I want সঙ্গীত টাইপের কিছু একটা, right? So like
টাকা যে
হলুদ
তোমার গাছে ধরে এটা
সঙ্গীত
বুঝাই যাচ্ছে।
ওইসব পরে লজিস্টিক্স আমরা অ্যারেঞ্জ করতে পারবো। এখন স্বপ্ন স্বপ্ন
লজিস্টিক্স
দেখছি তো
শুনো, লজিস্টিক্স ও অ্যারেঞ্জ করবে না কিন্তু আঙ্কেল করবে, বুঝছো? সেটার জন্য আমাদের মাথা
हम एक बार जीते हैं, एक बार मरते हैं और शादी
শাদি একবার
বাট হ্যাঁ, আমার প্রত্যেকটা ইভেন্টের জন্য ডিফারেন্ট একটা মেড অফ অনার হবে। দে উইল বি লাইক ইন চার্জ অফ এভরিথিং, কোঅর্ডিনেশন, তারপরে ইভেন্ট ফ্লো, তারপরে কি কি হবে ইভেন্টে। সো আই থিঙ্ক দ্যাটস মোর সবাইকে একটা অপরচুনিটি দেওয়া টু এক্সপ্রেস দেমসেলফ, আর তাহলে আই ক্যান ইউজ একজনের পোটেনশিয়াল টু দ্য ম্যাক্স।
potential to
Yeah.
the max.
Big
Oh wow.
সব জায়গায় জীবনে কম্পিটই করে আসলাম আমি। কম্পিটিশন ছাড়া কোথাও আমি কিছু দেখতেইছি না।
আমি শুধু একটা সত্যি কথা বলছি, which is যে জেরিফা, আমি যদি তোমার মেইন ইভেন্টের মেড অফ অনার না হয়, then what is our friendship for? You know?
নুমা, তুমি এত কথা বলার পর এটা এক্সপেক্ট করছো? মানে
Guys, all I'm saying is you just have to be supportive and you're in, you know? আমি যখন একটা ছেলের ব্যাপারে একই জিনিস 14 বার বলবো, তোমাকে ওই 14 বার শুনতে হবে আমার কথা. And then you're automatically my maid of honor. So, I want to have a destination wedding. And this goes back to why I want to have a small wedding. কারণ বাংলাদেশে করলে না আমার 14 গোষ্ঠীকে ডাকতে হবে ভাই, আর আমি 14 গোষ্ঠী ডাকলে ওই 150 আমার সাইড থেকেই হয়ে যাবে। তো ডেস্টিনেশন ওয়েডিং যদি করি, by the way, I know this is very weird and maybe it's not gonna work out in the real world, but আমি না টাকা দিব না যদি destination wedding করি. Like you guys will have to pay for your own expenses. I just don't have that much money lying around. So তখন করলে automatically guest listটা ছোট হয়ে যাবে, because how many people will be willing আমার জন্য এত টাকা খরচ করে আমার বিয়ে attend করবে? Very few.
যখন বিয়েটা হবে আন্টিকে বলে দিস ভিডিও কল করে দিতে, আমরা সুন্দর করে চলে আসবো। ভিডিও কল করতে পারবো, সুন্দর করে চলে আসবো।
এটা ভালো একটা আইডিয়া।
But Meher, what about you?
I've thought about it a lot, and while I understand why you guys would want or anyone would want a choto wedding, it's like whatever, right? But what really is my thing, you know how like those big ass weddings, এক সপ্তাহ চলে, বিশাল, like এক সপ্তাহ is like the minimum. I'm talking different events every single day.
Like an Ambani wedding? Is that what you want?
অত না আবার, অত না, নাই টাকা। কিডনি একটা বেচে দিতে হবে মনে হয় বিয়ের জন্য। Like guest list, obviously it's gonna be like controlled, right?
Define control কি 500 জন?
না 300-400।
That's crazy.
এ?
তোমার একজনের সাইড থেকে?
হ্যাঁ,
Oh jeez. So we're what?
না like এরকম এত মানুষ আছে, আমার ফ্যামিলিতে প্রায় 50 জন, একবারে ক্লোজ। দূরের গুলা তো বললামই না।
You guys are crazy, bro.
না, at least আমার এখন মানে ভয় থাকতে হবে না যে am I in, am I out, মানে আসি এটার ভিতরে, কোন একদিক দিয়ে আসি।
Jarfa, তুই আর একটা ওয়ার্ড বলবি আমার এগেইনস্টে, মেড অফ অনার ভুলে যাও তুমি, ঠিক আছে? মেহের, you are a shoe in for that then.
আমার ফ্যামিলিতে অনেক বেশি মানুষ। Let's say আমার like my mom's side, my dad's side combined, it's a lot of people, and I just want it to be big and like
You know, this is good. I will live vicariously through you. আমার নিজের টাকা খরচ করতে হবে না, but I will have my main character moment, বুঝছো? সব bridesmaid, everything, yes. হ্যাঁ, মেহের সবচেয়ে একদম ধুমধাম করে।
আমার অনেক শখ। এখন হবে নাকি না ওটাও we don't know, হলেই তো অনেক কিছুই হতে পারে।
সেটাই, স্বপ্ন দেখতে তো আর পয়সা লাগে না।
স্বপ্ন দেখতে তো টাকা লাগে না।
এখন আমি একটু রিয়ালিটি চেক দিই, সেটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে, what if your to be husband doesn't want এত বড় একটা celebration and like ছোট একটা কিছু চায়, তখন কি করবা?
He's not gonna be my to-be husband তাহলে।
Exactly. I was gonna say
But guys, come on, think about it. বলতে তো সহজ, but you know, অনেকজনের ফ্যামিলি অত বড় চায় না, like আমারটা। So I keep thinking, Jay, what will I do if my groom wants a big celebration and I just want a very intimate ceremony?
that's between you and your man.
Then you compromise and do the right thing.
The right thing would be him compromising, because it's like smaller, quality over quantity. This is what I want. যে আমি যদি guest listটাকে 150 তে রাখি তাহলে I will get to spend more on the other things like getting a good videographer and all of those, you know? Because the videographer is so
Who cares
important
about
because at the end of the day,
videography?
Jaffa, what are you planning?
মানে না, I mean, মেমোরিতে কাজ থাকবে না, like it's more about being in the moment than capturing the
আরে
moment.
being in the moment, ভার মে যায় moment. ওই 24 hours তো শেষ হয়ে যাবে। তারপরে তুমি কি করবা for the rest next 24 years?
Exactly, I need a movie of my big day. Jaffa, what?
আমি বুঝলাম না এত টাকা খরচ করবা তুমি একদিনের বিয়েতে and you don't want to relive that moment for the rest of your life.
হ্যাঁ, but I want to দেখলাম ওই যে রিলসে যে ছবি তোলা যায় একটা ডিজি ক্যাম টাইপের, you know, like each guest take like
That's not gonna be the only thing. You will have a videographer ultimately. It's like
I guess, but it's not like আমার focus. It's not like আমি এই যে নুমার মতন যে আমি অন্য কিছু বাদ দিয়ে আমি ভিডিওগ্রাফির প্রতি ফোকাস করবো, like
আমি দেখো আমি আমি কাদেরকে বাদ দিতে যাচ্ছি because I've had such bad experiences with guests wedding এ like আমার নিজের ফ্যামিলি মেম্বার এটা করছে আমাদের আরেকটা ফ্যামিলি মেম্বারের বিয়েতে কি literally bow stage এ ঠিক আছে আর I hear my relatives being like আজকে ওর মেকআপটা সুন্দর হয়নি ওর স্কিন টোনের সাথে ওর ফাউন্ডেশনে ম্যাচ করছে না or just even একটা random বিয়েতে being like oh it's so tacky not tacky wordটা ইউজ করে নাই but you get the idea you know and so I'm like আমি একই মানুষদেরকে এই ৩টা ৪টা অনুষ্ঠান আমি কেন করতে চাই না is যে it's the same people তুমি just ওদেরকে ডিফারেন্ট খাবার সার্ভ করতেছো on different day একই মানুষদেরকে কয়বার খাওয়ানো যায় ভাই এত টাকা পয়সা আমার নাই তোমরা গিয়ে বাসায় গিয়ে নিজের খাবার নিজে রান্না করে খাও because how dare you তোমাদের জন্য আমি টাকা দিয়ে তোমাদেরকে খাওয়াচ্ছি instead of being nice and grateful and cordial you're being like জুয়েলারিটা অনেক ট্যাকি মেয়েটাকে আজকে কালো লাগছে এই মেকআপে শাড়িটা সুন্দর হয়নি bro shut the fuck up so সেটার জন্য I'm like no thank you
I think I have seen it happen in again. That's all they do. But honestly, I understand what you're saying. And I have seen it happen. Literally গিয়ে হচ্ছে গিবত করে আসবে বউয়ের পিছে। But a big wedding, তাই বলে you're gonna compromise a big wedding because relative একটা এমনি এমনি চুচু চাচা করে যাবে।
I agree with Numa এইখানে, like এইসব মানুষজনকে even I don't want to invite to my wedding. Like it's gonna be our too closer মানুষ I know is gonna bring
So that's
positive
why
vibes.
I'm limiting it to কম মানুষ।
হ্যাঁ কম মানুষ
Just
400 মানুষ from one side টোটালে 800 মানুষের ওয়েডিং
that is limiting. আরো মানুষ হলে this is like after reducing গিবত যারা করে তাদেরকে।
আচ্ছা, you know, I heard Amar made of honor plans. I heard Numar made of honor plans, but I didn't hear Meher made of honor plans.
আসলে বলতে চাচ্ছি না 400 মানুষের পুল অনেক বেশি তো মেবি ও 399 কে ওর মেড অফ অনার বানাই দিবে তাই না
Honestly, I haven't given it a thought এত deeply.
Wow. আচ্ছা Meher, এটাও জেনে রাখলাম আমি. Good.
Let me explain. Let me explain, because Numa has a plan, or like whoever's gonna feed her delusion, she's gonna get it. Jarfata, she's gonna take turns with everyone. Amarta, like I will decide it based on তখন কেমন situation থাকে, right?
Oh.
Okay, no,
মানে
I
তখন
agree with
আমাদের
Meher.
friendshipটা নাও থাকতে পারে.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's definitely not what I'm saying.
That's exactly
But
what she's saying.
that's not what I'm saying. But
I'm so tempted to cut the call right now, but okay.
no, it's similar to Nomar's situation because she is putting it on Kiboboiteke.
No, I'm fully with Meher on this one because one thing I've realized is it's not like I cut off friends or I lose friends, but it's like, you know, the closeness, it just fluctuates during different periods of your life. So that's why J period আমি বিয়ে করব সেই period whoever I'm closest to, obviously that person's going to be my maid of honor, you know? Like if Jerfa keeps up this behavior, তো invite পাবে না।
তোমরা invite করো না আমার বিয়েতে আসলে ফালতু.
No, but like I have some candidates in mind. I feel like at least আমার ফ্রেন্ডদের মধ্যে all the friends I don't have a lot of friends.
We can tell.
So আমার যতগুলো friends আছে, right? I feel যে it's all a 50-50 with everyone at this point, and I'm just very close with everyone. And it's very hard for me to choose, obviously, পরে গিয়ে. That's why I'm putting it on the situation. কখন কি হবে?
Very diplomatic answer, Meher. 10 points to Gryffindor.
Right?
Next. But one thing I want to do আমার বিয়েতে is I want to be able to fund it নিজে নিজে. Like I don't want my mom to pay for it. And the reason is যে I want to have full complete control of the guest list, okay? Which আমি বললাম না যে there are certain types of মানুষ I want to avoid. ওইটা না আমার মার target audience. Like for my mom, they have to be at the wedding. So if I pay for my own wedding, তখন I can be like my money, my rules kind of thing. Everything ties back to why I want a small wedding because God knows I can't afford a big wedding. Like whenever I have it, I can't afford it. আমার নিজের টাকা পয়সা. I don't have 40 বছরের life savings to rely on. So yeah, just be nice with me. You guys will get an invite. Otherwise, you can just see the pictures on Instagram, you know.
এখানে invite Jarfa, দেখছো এখানে invite এর জন্য we are having to act nice and like
Please.
listen, আমারটা is like everyone is gonna get a chance. ওরটা the invite is on the line.
হ্যাঁ তো তুমি আম্বানিরা তো মানে you have to be a certain level একটা স্ট্যান্ডার্ড আসতে হবে in order to get an invite to, you know, the wedding of the century. So
cross নোমাকাট চল যাও তুমি
ঠিক আছে
শেষ নোমাকাট
ওকে ইনস্টাগ্রামে আমার ছবিগুলো দেখো তখন ডোন্ট ফরগেট টু লাইক ইট ঠিক আছে fuck assholes.
No, but like আমরা যে এখানে ঝগড়া করে বেড়াচ্ছি কে কার কি ব্রাইডসমেড হবে হ্যান হবে ত্যান হবে বিয়েটা যে করব like do we have a guy?
মেহের এসব ডিপ্রেসিং টপিকস নিয়ে না কথা বলতে হয় না বুঝছো
গ্রুমের লাগবে কি? আমি নিজেই সব করতে পারবো। আমার লাগবে না তো অন্যজনকে আসলে।
একটা গ্রুম জাস্ট একটা প্লেস হোল্ডার তাই না
Yeah, exactly. মানে নামে মাত্র একটা।
But it's just, guys, I feel like the reason there are no prospects for me right now is I low-key feel like it sounds so bad. I feel like I'm gonna get roasted for saying this, but I can't find someone who meets my standards. And they really aren't that high standards. I'm asking for the bare minimum, please. ওইটুকুও পাচ্ছি না, so not my fault.
শুনি তোমার কি স্ট্যান্ডার্ডস?
Okay, so let's start with the non-negotiables first, okay? Cannot drink, cannot smoke, cannot vape, cannot do drugs, like all of those. Absolutely no. And
100%.
In this economy? Oh, দুইজনই? Okay, in this economy?
I know, which is why it's so hard. But it's like personally for me, এই জিনিসগুলো আমি নিজে করি না. So I'm like, it's a very reasonable request for me to be like, I don't want my partner to be involved এসব জিনিসে ঠিক আছে and sometimes আমি যখন আমি একটু desperate হয়ে যাই বেশি তখন I'm like you know what I will make some leeway যে even if ওরা আগে করেছে that's fine but once we become like official like we start dating তখন they will have to give it up but let's be so real bhai
Stand on business.
yeah but and it's like giving up addiction is not so easy especially for like a girl you're dating maybe তোমার ওয়াইফের জন্য করতে পারো but not for a girl and I'm like I'm not waiting until I become your wife for you to give up on these things so from the get-go you cannot engage in those and I think that's what at the right off the bat it just makes my pool very small what about you guys
So I think the non-negotiables would be wouldn't drink, wouldn't smoke, and then wouldn't do drugs.
I just want to add two more non-negotiables for me, which is Muslim hote hobe and Bangladeshi hote hobe. Now, Muslim to it goes without saying. Which keno,
I was
but Bangladeshi,
thinking Muslim হতে হবে।
yeah, it's like Muslim hote hobe. It's like আমি আমার মার সাথে তো ঝগড়া লাগাইতে পারবো না ভাই sorry no boy is worth it পুরা family আমাকে cut off করে দিবে আর বাংলাদেশি হতে হবে because I think after moving to the US I realized যে I just love speaking in Bangla. Like এই যে আমরা যে currently যে code
Right.
switch করছি না
Yeah,
সারাক্ষণ I'm like I love it that's me you know and I need someone to be able to get it I can't spend the rest of my life translating my soul bro
No,
it's
I
just
know.
I can't. I need someone who just gets it from the get-go. Not just the language, but also other culture, other norms. Respectfully, I know a lot of people do like interracial marriages and a massive respect to them. Kudos to them. I can't do that. I am not your mother. I am not a teacher. ঠিক আছে? আমি বসে বসে তোমাকে A B C D শিখাতে পারবো না যে this is why এটা তো I just want my married life and my just love life to be very simple and uncomplicated. So Muslim, Bangali, and yeah. Jerfa, what about you?
For my non-negotiables, okay, I don't have as a strict like, okay, cannot drink, cannot vape, cannot smoke. Don't be like a chain smoker or like a like an addict is what I would say. Like you can do these things occasionally in limits. I feel like that's fine. But drugs is a hard no. And okay, as Numa said, she wants someone Bangladeshi. I feel like আমার রেঞ্জটা একটু বড়. Like, I would keep it more desi. I feel like as long as the culture টা বুঝে, I feel like আমি হিন্দিতেও communicate করতে পারবো বা Hindi, Urdu, whatever. So it's চলে, I think.
I think I would maybe broaden it to Desi if আমি বাঙালি পাই না. Maybe if I'm turning 30 and I still don't find someone, তখন I will be like, okay, chalo, let's broaden the pool. Let's make it South Asian. But I don't think I can go beyond South Asian. Like, you have to be a phenomenal
agreed.
person. একদম বলে না textbook boyfriender মতো in order for me to go beyond that.
The way I would just go for Arabs and Europeans the first. Like, for me, has to be a Muslim. I would heavily encourage revert, right? And then also someone non-Desi. I would know. I could never Numa.
And I am the whitewashed one. Okay, Meher, okay.
Nah, see, okay.
এটা তোমার কাছ থেকে এক্সপেক্ট করি নাই আসলে আমি.
Nah. Obviously, you should have known this. I am never gonna go for a Bangladeshi guy.
What? Okay, they're not that bad, please. I just think the ones you have been exposed to so far, they are not the best. But Bengali
No,
guys,
it's not even. No. It's not even. No hard feelings, nothing. It's not even judging. It's not even comparing to the guys I've dealt with before. It's more just not my thing.
What do you mean it's not your thing?
The way I'm about to get roasted. The
I was
way
gonna
I'm
say
about
I am
to get
trying so
roasted.
hard to not judge because I don't want to be that girl. But Meher,
Oh,
like
I would go for Middle Easterns. I would go for Middle Easterns.
it's just it's not okay. Middle Easterns, they're very slippery slope. They're either like too halal or too haram. There is no balance.
It's a hit or miss. It's a hit or miss. They're either like beshi ekbare straight or like beshi haram.
Exactly.
There's like it's like very slim chances of finding the right balance.
And I'm thinking to myself, তুমি যে right balance এর কথা বলতেছো, you do understand it's very tricky, তাই না? To find that
Yeah.
balance.
Yeah.
And you're
It's
okay with that.
not even Middle East. Everywhere, even Bangladesh, the কি বলবো এটাকে, chances are slim to find that balance.
True, I
It's
agree.
everywhere.
হ্যাঁ.
Please, এসব বলো না, please. আমার hopes গুলোকে একটু high রাখতে দাও.
But it's on a realistic note that like সব জায়গায়, it's every country.
Okay, so now let's go beyond Uita. But what about like qualities per se? Because I know for me a big thing would be like my guy has to be introverted. Extroverted দিয়ে আমি পারতাম না ভাই.
Has to be?
Preferably. Because I'm just thinking about like the dynamic. See, the thing is, in my comfort circle, I just talk a lot. Like, if this podcast is anything to go by, I love yapping. And I need my man to like balance that energy by shutting the fuck up at all times and letting me speak, you know? So I need those nerds, bro. I need those bookish people who are like smarter than me. Like, I want to be outsmarted every single time.
I think I fit your criteria, Numa. Send your rishta over.
You think you're smarter than me? Okay, Jerifa, you're the delusional one now. But hey, I need him to be like, because I mean, like maybe to book smart, but I'm not street smart at all. So I need that person to have the most nerdiest of interests. Oh, that's so fucking hot. But yeah,
For me, I think I do agree with Numa on this one because I wouldn't call myself an introvert. I
Oh, you are an
Bangladeshi
extrovert.
setup.
তুমি কোনো setup-এ তুমি introvert না ভাই. Shut the fuck up.
Maybe an ambivert, sure.
Gina, you're an
Beshi
extrovert.
But like, I want an introvert. Not acha. See, I think I would want an ambivert actually.
Yeah. I
Now
was
that I
gonna
think
say,
about it.
leave the
'Cause, like-
introverts for us, you know? You take
No,
the
no,
ambivert.
because my one has to be like an introvert, but not so introvert. Like, you cannot be shutting down anywhere and everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like
Huh.
someone street smart, but also like who doesn't do too much.
No, I agree. I think I would want someone like that too. Because see, as an introvert, মাঝে I wanna go somewhere or like I wanna go like dance একদম center but I need someone to like hold my hand and like take me ওইখানে.
Exactly.
একটা introvert is not
Exactly.
gonna do. So I need someone who's gonna do that.
এখানে আমার একটা ইস্যু আছে which is In theory, it sounds good to the introvert. Our introvertedness will get balanced, or extrovertedness. In the parties, he's gonna force me to socialize. But honestly, I think practically it just becomes draining after a certain point when you want to leave. You're like, you know what, I've had enough of this. I just want to go home. But your partner is like, no, no, there are still so many people I haven't said hi to. And they're like staying back. Or, sometimes you're in the mood, Jay, okay, I want to be dragged into the dance circle. But sometimes you just want to observe from the back end. And to me, I don't know. I just feel like take it, I will feel excluded. Jay, my partner is out there doing his own thing, but I don't have the social energy.
Right. But I think Eta is not about the introverted or extrovertedness. I think it's more about understanding তোমার partner কি
Yeah.
চাচ্ছে. Like, I feel like once you're close with someone, you understand কখন ওদের energy down হয়ে যাচ্ছে, কখন এটা, কমে যাচ্ছে, and they don't want to stay here. তখন I feel like if you're understanding and if you're considerate of them, তাহলে তো I think it's okay. Like I don't
Yeah.
have problems. কয়েকটা সময় you stay back and I'm going ahead. তাহলে like that's okay. But you have to allow me and make me feel comfortable enough যে হ্যাঁ, it's okay, তুমি যাও, I'm here, একটু পরে আসতেছি, এরকম কিছু একটা, you know?
Yeah. But do you think boys have the emotional intelligence to do that?
No.
My man's gonna have that.
My roommate taught me this phrase, which is, this guy won't, but my future husband will. And I love that. I love that, And another thing that I want my partner to have is they have to be humble. Because I am the cockiest bitch you have ever met. And two cocky people can't live in a house, bro. Like, hoy na bhai. So I need him to be humble, and I need him to keep me in check and keep me like reined in and be like, Numa, get off your high horse, Like, you're being a bitch. I need someone to be able to call me out, but like gently with love, to sugarcoat it.
Yeah, all of that. Pack it up, send it over. All of that.
I think actor that we missed is banter. Like, like fun, like teasing, ogula.
যদি banter না থাকে, I'm out. I am sorry. I cannot. See,
Oh,
this is একটা tricky balance with like being an introvert, because I don't want you to be the kind of introvert that has like never spoken to a woman before or doesn't know how to
Right,
hold
like
a
a doormat.
conversation. Yes, like I don't want that. যে তোমার কোনো personality নাই. I just want you to have a personality but hide it well, যে only special people get to see it. I want to be treated special. Like, to me, this is my issue with extrovert, because they're friendly with everyone. বুঝছো? Like golden retriever gula. No. I want like কি জানি? German shepherd or something like the Labrador key breed. I'm not into dogs.
Yeah.
But the ones that are only loyal to their owner, I want that. Doberman, that's the breed. Yes, I want a
Yeah.
Doberman that's only loyal to his owner. So yeah, I'm not saying I want to own my man, by the way. No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, I get exactly what you're saying. It's like, have a full-on personality only in front of me. Baki jagah, be as blank as a paper. No one gives a shit. In front of me, with me, you only exist. Like, your personality exists only in front of me.
আচ্ছা না, that's kind of weird কিন্তু, like what do you mean তোমার বাইরে কোনো personality নাই, মানে এটা কিরকম হয় আবার?
That's an exaggeration, obviously.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like,
When I mean,
don't be the very charming manush in front of everyone.
yeah.
Be that charming in front of my family, but
Yeah,
not.
like, who are you trying to impress?
Yes.
What girl are you trying to?
Yeah, like मैं हूँ ना, like I'm there. Like, who else do you need in your life? I think it just comes back to my whole like possessiveness thing. I don't know why Meher wants it, but আমার তো এটা তো আমার DNA তে আছে.
Don't even get me started, Numa. Big jealousy issues. Big on possessiveness.
That's not something to be proud of, Meher.
Right.
I don't give a shit. Genuinely, I don't. Because I know these things are not going away. So I have like accepted it at this point. And like, if you're gonna take me with this, like, I come in a package. If you're gonna take me with this, amazing. We're gonna be a beautiful, pretty beautiful family.
Speaking of family, I think I need my partner to be okay with the idea of us not having kids in the future.
Oh yes, same, huh?
Like, right now, if you ask me, I don't want to have kids. I don't see a future where I'm willing to have kids. But at the same time, it's not like I add them hard, no. If I find the perfect guy, whatever.
Right?
And
It's the
maybe
exact same for me too, huh?
maybe I'll be convinced to have a kid. But that's a maybe. That's not a definite. And I need my partner to be okay with the idea that there is a future where we are just the two of us. You know, we're not gonna have kids. And there's also a future where we might have kids. He needs to be okay with both of these possibilities because যখন একটা expectation থাকে না যে oh no, I want to have kids, I want to have a big happy family, and তারপরে like I decide যে I am not having kids, whatever the reason may be, তখন না ওই যে ওই expectation এর জন্য the disappointment that follows, a lot of marriages, they can't go through that, they can't handle it. It puts a big strain. So I think right from the get-go, I want me and my partner to be on the same page about this, which is kids are a maybe, not a definite.
Me, I think it's ekbare ulta because I have always dreamt of having kids. Like, অনেকগুলা, it's just what I want. And I think that's also one of the non-negotiables for me. My partner has to like want kid. Now that I don't think me and the person would ever work out because like kids are a big thing for me.
আচ্ছা, তুমি একটা কিডের গডমাদার জরফাকে বানিও, একটা আমাকে বানিও, ঠিক আছে?
হ্যাঁ, আমি তো মদার গডফাদারই হব, আমি নিয়ে চলে আসবো একেবারে।
Nah, I love being an aunt. I love being an aunt, but not a mom. That's too much work. Okay, so one last thing that I want to touch on is like, you know, like physical characteristics. I think the only physical characteristic I want is just him to be taller than me. I don't need a 6 feet man. I just need someone who's taller than me. That I am 5'4", like 5'5" on a good day. And I just need my man to be like 5'8". You know, if he has a stellar personality, I can settle for a 5'7", but not below that. Because I want to be able to wear heels and him still be halka to taller than me. And yeah, do you guys have a more strict height requirement?
I don't have a height requirement. Like, don't be বেশি shorter than me, but like, as long as you're like, I feel like up to এখানে is still okay, I feel like. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay. Love that for you, could not be me.
Love a short king.
Keep that energy to yourself, please. Oh my god. You know what? Yeah, to me, you take all the short people in this world. Do one for the girls. Take one for the team.
Yeah, so I'm 5'5", and the minimum I would do is like 5'10". Anything more than 5'10", I am okay with. It's like আমি এক একটা হিল পরি, আমি যদি হিল পরি, it's like 3 inches, 4 inches. So like automatically আমি 5'8" হয়ে যাইতেছি. And then আমার থেকে একটু লম্বা তো হইতে হবে।
That's crazy.
হিল পরার পরে সেম হাইট নিয়ে ঘুরবো আমি?
আচ্ছা, টম আর জেন্ডেয়া, ওদের তো height difference, you know, they're cute. হ্যাঁ, ওটাই আমার
Taylor
goal.
or Travis are height difference দেখেছো? That's hot.
That's what I'm looking for.
Smash. I was gonna say, Meher, honestly, I'm glad Jay, you're looking into like Middle Eastern and European, because with that height requirement, কোনো বাঙালি পাচ্ছ না বাবা।
বাঙালি
5'10"
পাবো না।
বাঙালি থাকো, আল্লাহ হাফেজ।
ওই যে থাকে না a needle in a haystack, ওইভাবে খুঁজতে হয়। I just remembered like while I'm listening to all these requirements that we have, which is very normal to have, by the way. We're not asking for a lot, right? But যেগুলা requirement আছে আমাদের, you know what it's giving? I saw this post somewhere on the internet. It says finding the guy that I want is like finding a needle in a haystack, and the haystack is like painted silver.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, another thing Armani should say, I need my guy to be older than me. Now, I will tell you why. Because as a psych major, I can attest to it, Jay, girls and boys, they mature at different rates. And at the same age, girls typically have a higher emotional intelligence and maturity than boys.
That's a myth.
And in order for a marriage
Not
to last, I need our EQs to be on the same level, you know?
I am with Numa on this one.
No, I don't think age determines অত কিছু. I feel like it's more about their past and what they've faced that determines their EQ.
I mean, true, but
And that
and also
is.
I want my man to already have like gone through the phases of life that I'm about to start, so he can guide me and give me advice and give me princess treatment.
So you want a mentor, you don't want a man.
No,
No, Jerifa. Okay, so are you looking for a younger guy?
No, but like I think I would prefer same age. I don't know.
same
Okay.
age.
Also, guys, I feel like everyone gets it misconstrued. When I say older, I don't mean like 7-10 বছর age gap. I'm
Yeah,
not.
no,
I
not
mean
that.
just like a good 2 years, max 3 years, maybe more than
The
3.
max I would do is 4, and minimum is like 2.
That's good. Okay, that's like same age type. Yeah, I think ওটা আমার definition is same age এই পড়ে.
Oh,
Yeah.
acha. For me, that's like older মানে একদিন বড় হইলে
Yeah,
older.
yeah.
Okay. Therefore, all I will say is after having such flexible criteria, if you're still not the first one from the group to have a boyfriend, then what was all of this for?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly.
কি করব?
Yeah. And I personally think Meher's gonna be the first one from the 3 of us to get married.
I actually think Numa is gonna be the first one to get married.
পাত্র খুঁজে দাও, আমি বিয়ে করতে রাজি।
Love how তোমরা ভাবো না যে I could be the first one. Like I'm বুঝছি prospects নাই, but like you don't think এমনে.
For me, Woli, what I think the sequence would be, it would be Numa, Jarifa, and then last Yami.
Do I give housewife energy? Like,
No, you don't. But like, I just feel you will be off the market in the next like 2 to 3 years. I think you'll be off the market. Yeah.
wow. I
What
love
do
your
you think?
confidence in me.
Do you want to be off the market in the next 2 to 3 years?
Whether or not I want to be off the market, let's keep that Golpo for another day. ঠিক আছে? But I'm into that. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all for today's Golpo. If you're still listening, congrats. You now know too much, but definitely not enough. Until next time, it's all fun and Golpo until the shotti kicks in.
এখন মাইক অফ কর ভাই, আমার চা শেষ।